How's it going, Lone Riders? Let's talk about tank bags. Okay, so as you know, over the last couple of months, we've been developing a tank bag. For the last few weeks, I've been pretty busy trying to get the MBTQR, the quick release system, to market. It's on the way. It should be arriving any day now to the guys that have ordered it. It's going pretty well, so now I have time to jump back onto the tank bag. And I've been looking at the form mostly, and now I want to make the last prototype, real sample prototype, and get feedback from you, and then we can go into production. This is it. It's a cardboard cutout of the tank bag. I use the design with cardboard to get the volume correct, get the lines and the sizing correct, implement all the correct positioning from all the MOLI system and all that kind of logo positioning and all that good stuff. So from the side, it's pretty basic. We're leaving outside nice and clean. This can be adapted later, but basically it's nice and clean. The reason why it's clean on the outside is so fast to access the inside, so there's no reason to put bags on the outside. And plus the bags on the outside, it's actually hard to make waterproof. So we're leaving that out because they're not actually waterproof. Even with these waterproof zips and stuff like this, you never have dry content. So the concept is we make a quick accessible bag, and then leave out the pockets on the outside because it's going to be waterproof. So it's going to have a lid on top. Obviously with MOLI you can add on extra stuff. It's going to have a magnetic buckle just to access it faster. And on the inside of the lid you have a variety of different pockets. The pockets here are for big documents, and then you've got the smaller documents or smaller things, 2 compartments for smaller things. The idea here is keep it open and large so you can put in big cross-border documentation, and also smaller stuff like that your daily needs, or for example a garage door opener at the top here. So you can just push it from through the bag. You push the button, or that's what I do, push it through the bag and the door opens for my garage. Here we've got, I found through testing, a lot of testing, that the first thing that you want to do when you get off the bike is get rid of your gloves, right? And I found it was annoying to leave them around. Sometimes you want to hide the gloves as well if you're walking away from the bike. So under the lid, so it's hidden, we're going to put kind of like this elastic webbing. And this elastic webbing means that we can put the gloves in there and they'll stay secure. There's also a zipped pocket that would run right up to the top here. I haven't put that in, but there'll be a zip pocket for other small items like wallet or glasses or earbuds or something. Something that you actually have on you and you want to get off you as quickly as you can when you've been riding. So that's it from the inside. Also you have a spacer. You basically have a spacer in the middle here. One moment. You have a spacer in the middle here which goes like that, and it's got a little pocket there. Also around each side I've adjusted all the inside pockets. There's going to be pockets all the way around, because what I found through my testing is that a lot of stuff you just keep in your tank bag all the time, and I can leave those in there all the time, and so I've divided up all the pockets, so a nice size for everything that you need, from wallets right through to glasses to gas bottles to fill up your tires or anything you might need. So they're kind of like a medium size all around, really good. And it's also netting, so the netting, that means you can see into the pocket. You don't need to search around. You can actually look into the bag, find what you're looking for and go straight to it. At the back it's got a bit of MOLI as well inside, elastic MOLI, so you can put pens, glasses, anything you want back there, and also Velcro, so you can attach things as well to the back there as you wish. Also a carabiner. That's the inside, and the front here, it's going to have the logo embossed Lone Rider handle to carry, and also this will be rubber as well. I'll show you that in the computer later on. So that basically if you want to adjust the bag and make bigger volume, here you can make this volume. You can actually, this will be Velcro and rubber, so you can remove this and lift it up. And then with the magnetic buckle on the back, also lift that up because it's adjustable, and then change your volume. On the bottom, it's going to have a EVA base, basic EVA base. I haven't put the straps in here yet. It'll be a big flat area, curved area to keep the structure, and it'll be a bit of tank conforming here because we don't want the bag to sit too high up and hide the dials in the cockpit. I've got a video. Check out this video. This is me testing this one on my bike. I've also made a few other ones, a larger scale model and also a smaller one. These are development prototypes, and they have just to get volume and size. So that's the bigger volume, that's the 15 litre, basically the same but scaled up. That's the smaller one, that's an 8 litre. I have a curve here at the back which is really good for your belly. I'd like that, but I can't get the tool out at this stage. So when we weld, we high frequency weld it, we put tools in here to basically weld the material together. And if there's a undercut here at the back, we can't remove the tool. So at this stage it's going to be straight. I've looked at it on the bike and tested it on the bike. It's only about an inch or 2.5 centimeters here, so it's not too bad. I'll try and work with the supplier to get this angle in here, but it's actually not necessary at this stage. It's only necessary if you're actually riding off-road on the bike and you're standing up on the pegs leaning forward. But what I found when I did that, I could actually, the bag was so far forward anyway, it didn't actually cause me much problems or any problems. So let's just jump into the computer and have a look at the details. So I use a program called Adobe Illustrator to illustrate the concepts to the Sample Master, and the Sample Master takes that concept and makes it into reality. I also use a program called SolidWorks, and this program here is just so I can get the volume correct and I can really see what parts go where and get the sizing right. For example, 25mm webbings and all this kind of good stuff, and also to build up the EVA base. So that was the tank I just hid there, and at the bottom we've got the EVA base, and this will be that'll give it its semi-rigidness on the base, and in the walls we have PE as well to give it that kind of rigid feeling. And yeah, so that I just place in here basically the handle and all the parts, all the physical parts, just so I can get a volume. Then I export that to this Illustrator page, and from there I can put in the details about what materials I want and all this kind of stuff, how it actually works, what parts go where. So if you zoom in, you can see in detail technical drawings basically. At this stage I'm not making pretty drawings or anything. This is for if you're a bag designer watching this, it's pretty rudimentary, but the point is we're so busy, we want to get this information across as best as possible to the Sample Master to make a prototype and no frills attached. In the real world, it's nice to have design school. They teach you to make nice pictures, but in reality, we've got so many projects on that we want to keep them moving. And yeah. So yeah, let's carrying on. This is the back of the bag. I'm going to use Fidlock. It's a German company. Very, very cool stuff. That's going to be the connection point for all the buckles. Basically, there's magnets inside here, and you get them close enough to each other and they clip in. So that's really awesome. There's no more fiddling around trying to find buckles and stuff. It's only we only do that. I haven't seen any other companies do that, so it's a first. And these are very expensive. They are damn expensive, but they are very cool and nice to work with. It makes the product really smooth. At the back it'll be a Fidlock, and you can change the height of this Fidlock as well. I'll put lockable zippers so you can actually lock the tank bag itself, and use cam buckles for the connection system. I'll show you what, the connection system in a moment. That's a separate topic. But basically in the front here we'll have a handle, the Velcro patch where you can adjust the lid size, and up the top here we'll put a cable port basically so you can put your cables going into it. This rubber patch here will look like this, you know, these patches. We will put these in for the front, so it flaps in and out. The interior, as I showed you on the model, basically there's a lid and there's a zipper lid underneath, so 2 lids. The reason for the second lid is bull dust. Basically you won't be able to use it. What I do now is I just roll the second lid, the inner lid, the bull dust lid, up, and I put it into the back, and then just for daily use. And then when it's really dusty or it's really raining, I just zip that up and put the lid on as well. In the top we have document compartments and quick access stuff. Down the bottom here you'll have glove holders and also a quick access pocket, and this is really just so you can get your stuff off you and secure as fast as possible. Inner pockets, so the mesh, as I said before, so you can see everything, and they've been optimized for space. So I've put a lot of daily use stuff in, like phones, credit cards, wallets, glasses, anything that I use and my partner uses and we use in a daily life. I put in there just to test, is it at the right size. I've spent quite a bit of time trying to optimize the right size, so yeah, it works really well. Then on top it's going to be Hyperlin on the outside, and then rubber, parts of rubber. There's going to be a rubber handle on the back, and that's just also as a grab handle, rubber band, so you can put stuff under there. I don't know if I explained that right, but I've tried it and it works really well. From the outside of the bike, you just throw it in there and it holds it. Top is going to be molding on top, and I'm going to design a phone case. Not tending towards a map case. I will make map case, but I'll make it separate so we can keep the cost down. And a lot of people don't actually use them anymore. I know there's some diehards out there that use it, but it's not actually. So for the security part of it, we're going to use this kind of like cable. I'm going to figure out how to actually attach that to the bag so it's secure, but it'll be on the left side so it's easy to get to, and then the end user would just have to use a lock, their own locking system. But I'm going to put the option there so it's possible to lock the bag to the bike, and look into ways of doing that. I haven't sorted that out yet. I haven't really fine-tuned that, but I'm working on it. So the attachment system, that's the interesting one. So at this stage we're going to make just a strap system. That's because we can get this product onto market, and then we're working on the quick release system also at the moment, so that'll just come a bit later. There's a lot of tooling involved and engineering, a lot more risk and stuff like that, so that's why we're just going to first bring the product to market, and then we'll follow up with the quick release system. But that means I still want to bring that quick release feeling over, and with the straps. So again, we're going to use these buckles, these Fidlock buckles, these German buckles, and we're going to integrate them into the strapping system. So basically the idea is that you want to walk up to your bike, or I want to walk up to my bike, and it just clips on like that, clip, onto the bike. So basically I want to walk up to the bike and put the bag on, and it finds magnets, and I just with little effort I can attach the bag, and that's what I've designed. So at the front it's going to have like a small harness system around the center console of the bike, and then at the bottom we'll use cam buckles like we use here. We'll use buckles like we use on our other products. This is the best way to secure the bag to the bike. There's only 2 good ways to fix a bag to a bike, and that's with a bungee cord like a rock strap, or there's something like a cam lock, and that cam lock is basically got teeth on a spring, and it pushes into the more the webbing pulls, the tighter it gets. That's the only way. Several manufacturers do it this way, and so what I'm going to do at the bottom here, I'm going to include the quick lock system, the Fidlock magnet system at the top, some buckles like we use on our other products, and then use the Velcro to tighten it down so it's nice and tidy. Do that at the front and back, and then at the end of that we'll get a nice system of all you need to do is get the webbing close enough to the magnets that are on the bike, and then it'll clip in place and you're good to go. Yeah, so that's it for now. Let me know what you want, because this is the last time before the next stage of prototypes get produced. I'll listen to your feedback, I'll read it all and get back to you for the next couple of days. I want to send it off to the sample master next week, so I'll take in all your feedback and we can process all that stuff, build it in, if it's good and if it works, if it's scalable, and we can try and get it into that next prototype. So let me know in the comments or reply to the email, and if you're watching this on YouTube, give us a subscribe, like it if you like, and love to hear from you. Take it easy. Have a good weekend.